I've had the Chase Freedom Flex for 3 years now, and is it absolutely worth it in 2025? Yes, and let me tell you why. As you know, the card earns 3x on dining, 3x on drugstore purchases, and 5x on travel through the Chase Travel Portal, and it comes with an awesome $0 annual fee. And of course, the best way to maximize your Chase Freedom Flex is to spend your purchase on the 5x quarterly categories that come up from Chase. Lately, Chase has been killing it in their quarterly categories, especially in groceries in Q1, as it's been present in the last 3 years. And also with Amazon has been there in Q2 in the last 3 years as well, earning 5x on those purchases. And of course, they sprinkled in with other great categories such as live events and also gas, which is definitely an essential purchase for your everyday life. And the caveat of the 5% quarterly categories is the spend, as it goes to a max of $1,500 per a quarter. And I'm going to go over the return on spend with this card and what value you can get, and also compare with another setup such as a City Custom Cash and a City Premier and see how it fares. So you know with the return on spend, it's a max $1,500 per quarter. Times that by a year, that's $6,000 in annual spend. With the 5% cash back, your return on spend is $300 cash back. You can combo that with the CSP and you can get even more value. And of course, on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you can also get 3x on online groceries and using a grocery chain such as Publix with the app, or Walmart Plus with their app, but your miles may vary on that. And of course, Kroger grocery stores with Kroger Pay. And on note of using the Chase Sapphire Preferred, it unlocks you to transfer it to travel partners, and your $300 becomes now 30,000 ultimate reward points. And what can you do with those 30,000 ultimate reward points? And one example of using those 30,000 ultimate reward points is taking a family of a couple people and flying from America to Europe and getting each ticket of 6,000 Chase ultimate reward points. And you get a value of over $1,000 for that trip. And the return on spend based on the travel points you converted, you're getting over $900 in value. Meaning you're getting $900 return on spend on $6,000 spent annually, which is blown out of the water with the multiplier compared to the 5% you get on cash back with the Chase Freedom Flex. So even with the points used on that Europe trip, you still have 12,000 points to use for additional travel for the rest of the year. Or in my case, you could have 2 Freedom Flexes, one as a Visa and one is a MasterCard, and you can basically double your spend, double your points. If you want to see how I got this card, please check out the video I did last year on how I got it through a product change. But also, because you have 2 of these, and your return on spend is either $600 cash back, which is not bad, or how about 60,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. And one way to maximize it is transfer to transfer partners and use those 60,000 Ultimate Reward points on a trip to Europe from America to Zurich, flying Swiss Air business class for 56,000 points. And personally, I've been to Switzerland. It's an amazing country. I love it. Plan on going back there soon with the great landscape, the culture, and the food. Highly recommend visiting that country. As for the value of that flight, over $5,000 in value for that flight. You're getting instant return by giving travel partners on your return on spend as well. And because you're making about almost $6,000 return on spend on the value of that flight, with your $12,000 spend, you're getting almost half that back on that one flight. And such good value in using 2 of these cards, putting the travel partners, and earning so much value when you transfer to Chase Ultimate Reward transfer partners rather than cash back. And of course, on to the City Custom Cash and City Premier. That combo was very good, very similar to the Chase setup I mentioned here, as $0 annual fee for the Custom Cash. The Custom Cash has a 5x on the top billing category you can use on groceries or gas or dining, anything you want basically, with the caveat that the cap is $500 per billing cycle, which usually is about a month. So in essence, it's basically $1,500 per quarter. Meaning if I did the math all over again, it'd be the same amount of money you spent for the year, plus the same money return on spend. And of course, it'd be the same amount as well if you transferred your City Thank You points to their travel partners. Meaning you can get the same return on spend on example number 1 with the Economy Europe trip with City and their transfer partners, but for option number 2, you wouldn't be able to do it because they don't have Aeroplan as a transfer partner with the City. But you can definitely leverage other Star Alliance partners to probably get the same amount of value as well. And while the City combo definitely looks good on paper, especially with the Premier with a 3x on very important categories such as grocery, and as I mentioned with Chase Sapphire Preferred, you can match it with online grocery with the app, through those grocery stores. And also the Chase Sapphire Preferred provides a 3x on online shipping, which I think is pretty vital. And if you can hit on those 5% quarterly categories with the Chase Freedom Flex, it really can provide great return on spend as I've shown in my prior example. But in the end, I think the Chase transfer partners are the reason you would take it over the City setup, because of the fact that if you're more of a domestic traveler with United and Southwest, Chase definitely has the advantage over City, as they lack those type of domestic partners, but are much more stronger internationally with Asian airline carriers. And on the hotel side, Chase is definitely much stronger with Hyatt, IHG, Marriott. With the city side, you have Wyndham, Leaders, and Choice. So definitely on this side, Chase definitely wins. And I think overall, that's the reason why you should choose a Chase combo over Citi in regards to getting the max return on your return on spend. So in the end, that's the reason why the Chase Freedom Flex, whether it's the MasterCard or Visa, is still worth it in 2025 if you combo it either on cashback or on travel partners. Let me know what you think about my review and the video. And if you found it useful, let me know in the comments below what you think of what I said today in this video. I appreciate everyone joining and listening to my content. And I say in all my videos, life is short, travel more around, stick around and make sure to subscribe to my new travel channel, One Way Travel. It's a lot of great content, travel, vlogs, business class flight reviews. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one and stay around for some clips from my last trip in Asia.